Why, hello there. If you're here, that's because I didn't get to your reading on stream last night, but that's okay. We're gonna get to it now. Thank you so much for understanding and being patient. I do hope it's worth the wait. And yay! Your timestamps are in the description. I'll see you there. Hi, Pethal! Hey, it was really good to see you again last night. You said, "Hi, Ron! I wanted to have a tarot reading." Recently, I found out I hide and suppress my emotions a lot. Ironic, I know. And things generally have been hard on me lately. Could I get some advice from you? Thank you very much, and I'm glad to hear you're doing better, hon. Aw, good. Aw, you're so nice. Hey, it's okay that you're struggling to convey. Sometimes we just don't know. And we're literally not lucid to or conscious of our actions. It happens. But every time that you find yourself being inauthentic or you feel yourself suppressing, just be honest. Hey, I want you to know that for some reason, I just really am struggling to say how I really feel. And I don't think that it was quite straightforward. So I want you to know that I actually feel this way. Just communicating it, even if you don't quite feel it strongly, but knowing that that's the truth inside your body can help you feel safer and safer to share it. That would be my advice as somebody who has struggled being a people pleaser. Let's see what we have for you. What does Spirit want you to know? Oh, the Ten of Swords. This is literally the card of suppression. That's wild. Anyways, we have your focus being the Two of Swords, needing to make a difficult decision. Sometimes this card can mean being at a stalemate, right? Like, what do I choose? What do I do? I can't choose that. And then we have your future being the Seven of Pentacles. It is a slow and steady change, a shift, a growth that you have to take intentional action on. I don't talk about this too much, but back when I was in middle school, I had recently started speaking. I didn't really start talking regularly until I was maybe 9-10 years old. And I was in all kinds of speech therapy. I was mute as a child. And I had found this new superpower, which was speaking. But for some reason, I very much struggled to be honest. My friends would ask me how I would feel, and I would just kind of give them the answer that I thought they wanted to hear. And that developed over time into me just straight up lying. I mean, that's already lying, but it happened. And so for a good 6th and 7th grade, I was just not honest. And I realized why I wasn't confident. I didn't really have the same interests as other people. I was still finding who I was at the time too, because I was so socially behind that I was just it's not that I was making stuff up. I was trying to become my friends so hard that I didn't know who I was anymore. And it took me a long time to learn how to, and a lot of isolation, to really change how I frame my being, how I frame my feelings, and to respect how I feel. And I had multiple partners help me in that, you date people when you're in high school and stuff like that. Oh my goodness, it was so nice to have my feelings slowly be asked. I wasn't socially pressured to be quick answer right away, feel this way or else. They genuinely wanted to know and get to know me, and that helped me so much. And so sometimes we just need friends that take it slow with us, that help us dig deeper, that allow quiet. And I feel that that's what we're working with right now, the quiet and listening to her. And slowly but surely, the voice will get louder and louder and louder. And that's how it was for me. So that's my advice for you. That's what I see happening. The more that you tap into this, the easier it is. It really is like learning a bike, it feels like. Your challenge is a lover's choice. choosing not to be what you're in alignment with. Once again, choosing. Now here there's a bit of I'm not confident, but over time just know you'll start to feel more and more confident about what you're saying. But remember, listen, people want to know you, and the less, and this is something I realized too in middle school, the less authentic I was. Yes, I had friends finally for the first time in my life, but they weren't really my friends. They didn't know me. I didn't even really know them. I was constantly in panic mode, trying to please them. And I felt like my life was threatened if I didn't live up to the person that I thought that they wanted me to be. And I feel that this could be what we're experiencing. It's very, very common when we are content creators to try and be, what you think is appropriate or professional. But I learned that people really don't care. People like it when you keep it cool. People like it when you keep it curts even. People enjoy when you're authentic. And what I've noticed is that even when you're down, even when you're struggling, just being honest about it, people want to see you win. Just being straightforward. I am not happy. I do it all the time. I'm like, you guys, I'm suffering. And people are like, valid, so true, Bessie. What can we do for you? And it's awesome. And it really is a superpower, and it gets less and less scary over time. So that's my advice for you. That's your advice with Spirit. The more truthful, the more honest, the more straightforward, the more confident you are about sharing how you feel and who you are, the quicker you will be around the people that truly love you, around your people. So that's what I see there, Pethal. I hope that you enjoyed that. Good luck with everything you are endeavoring, and remember that you are never alone and you are loved. Thank you again. See you later. Why, hi there, Bert Leander. Thank you so much for getting a reading from me, and thank you for choosing me as your psychic. I hope that you enjoy your reading. I really do. Let's see what you wrote. You said, gotta go to details. Hi, Ron. I just wanted to ask if Spirit thinks it will go well if I ask my coworker out for Valentine's Day. That's fun! I like that. That's really cute. You did a private reading for me about her before, and I'm trying to take it into account, but I just really wanted to know if this was a good idea. Oh my goodness. I think it's a great idea. I think if you want something, ask. How can it hurt? Just be like, hey, you got plans for Valentine's Day? I'd love to take you out. Or, sweeten the pot. Be like, hey, I'm trying to think. I'm just making this up. I'm making up this restaurant. Okay, hey, Matthew's steak dinner at 8 p.m. Valentine's Day. You down? Tell her what the plan is. Very sexy. Let's see what we got for you. Very, very sexy, Dale. Okay, the High Priestess, trust your intuition. The Eight of Wands, speed, action, quick change. Your outcome being the Nine of Pentacles. I don't think it can hurt anything. In fact, your challenge is to do the scary thing. The challenge is what we can do to get towards our highest path. And so Spirit would say like, hey, you'll never know unless you try. You'll never know unless you try. And maybe she has plans, and that's okay. And if she goes, hey, I've got something to do later, you go, that's cool. Well, whenever you're free, I'll let you know. And then try again, a week or two later. It's really that simple. The Eight of Cups is here, and this is about plunging into the unknown. It's about walking into a dark forest and being excited to find the answer. And whether or not the answer is good, bad, it is an answer. And so let the truth set you free kind of energy, says the Eight of Cups. Your advice card from Spirit is the Nine of Wands, and this is persistence and perseverance in a battle well fought. So this is why I'm saying a little bit like, maybe they'll be busy, but that's okay. Try again later. It's fine. You know, I don't think that they'll be rude to you. I don't think, because the outcome is the Nine of Pentacles. This is an energy of independence. To be honest, it looks like, I don't know why, but all of a sudden it looked like texting and looking down and smiling, like, ooh, you know what I mean? So I don't know. Let me see, because let me see. Let's just be straightforward. And, you know, the High Priestess, trusting your intuition, being okay with not knowing as well. But be I mean, my biggest advice is to everyone is just to be confident. But I have always found luck asking a date out if I already kind of tell them what I plan to do. Yeah. And to not look desperate. But at the same time, eager. You know, like, you're very beautiful. You're so beautiful. And it'd be an honor to have you as Valentine's Day date. Wink. Sorry, anyways. Let's see. What is the energy? How will they react? Let's see the energy behind being asked. Thank you, Spirit. Thank you, Spirit. Yeah, choosing something exciting. The Nine of Pentacles again. I think it'll be good. Actually, I think it'll go pretty good. Like I said. Hey, you want to go to Matthew's? They just got this new cocktail. Or like, hey, you want to go to Matthew's? They've got they're playing jazz music on Valentine's Day. And I thought you'd be a really wonderful company to join me in that new experience. You know, I like it. I think it'll go well for you. I think you'll get a yes. You know, the Two of Wands is choosing something exciting. But make it exciting. Make it endearing, you know. Woo her, as Gomez says. I do see like texting and like looking forward to something. Look at the Knight of Pentacles. Slow and steady wins the race. It's a little far away. It's like a month away, but you know, better ask her now. If she's beautiful, ask her now. She might have plans later. The Ten of Pentacles. I like it. I think it'll go good. I think it'll go good. I really do. Alright, that's what I have for you, Bert Oleander. I hope that you liked that. That was really fun. And remember that you are never alone and you are loved. See you later. Bye-bye. Cielo! Hey, it's good to see you again. Oh, this is a little loud, isn't it? Sorry about that. You said, hello, Rob. I've been feeling rather stuck / powerless in life due to my health and other obstacles and was wondering what you see for me. Hey, I know how you feel. It's a slow progress to kind of move out of a season of sadness or pain or disorder because your body gets used to it. You get conditioned to it. And it's hard to, you know, you have to train yourself to have hope core in your life. And it's not always easy, but surrounding yourself with the right people, the right things that you love, animals, plants, nature, it really does help. It's proven to help. And so, you know, my advice to you, Cielo, as someone who has been struggling too, I found a lot of pleasure in blocking all of the news. And also, every time I catch myself looking at social media, I go, nope. So, you know, that's my personal advice. That really helped me recently because things have been pretty scary. Alright, let's see what we got. Sorry you've been feeling that way. Ooh, the Six of Pentacles. Being kind to yourself. I like to see that. I think that all in all, you still have hope. You still know that things can get better. It's hard to hold that feeling forever, you know. We also have the Princess of Pentacles taking tiny small steps towards betterment is your focus. This is really good. I'm really proud of you. I see you trying. I really do. And we have your outcome being the Eight of Wands. So there's actually something that, you know what, Cielo, this is very specific. But there's something you love, like a hobby, maybe, you know, a certain YouTuber, maybe it's Ron, Queen of Cups. No, I'm just kidding. I feel that there's something that is going to help motivate you again. I don't know why, I was getting the energy of like, you know, a tabletop game, D&D, Warhammer, but I was also seeing an influencer, you know, someone like Markiplier. Like there's someone that has been through it too. Actually, let me show this to you. I'm gonna show this to you. This is important. Da, 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 da. I feel like this is important because I was seeing it and I'm gonna trust. Markiplier motivational speech. Cause this man has suffered.
Hey guys, I'm currently in
This man has, and he also has health issues. Okay, all right.
I always love this event because
Wait, hold on. Let me turn the music off. sorry. Sorry, boo. Okay.
it's an opportunity for me to talk to a bunch of other creators that I don't normally get to talk to. And I think a common theme during this one is that we're all starting to realize that we're human. I mean, it's common knowledge that YouTubers try to compete to see who can be the most hardworking person out there.
Yes.
But I always enjoy taking the time to talk with people personally, not about YouTube, not about how the numbers are doing, but how they're doing in their life. And like I said, one of the common themes is that we all have points where our creativity breaks down a bit. We all have points of self-doubt, and we all have points of just where we're feeling low in life. So I wanted to make a video to kind of convey some knowledge, because I'm actually doing really well right now. I'm in a good place in my life. I feel fulfilled creatively, and I feel like I'm on the path to doing something more.
Wow, rub it in our face. No, I'm just kidding. Sorry, I have to comment or I'll get in trouble. But
used to, I'm trying to be more like myself. I'm trying to be more open about my feelings. But I also wanted to make a video that you guys could watch if you're ever feeling low and you're ever feeling like the world is coming down around you. First and foremost is that it is absolutely okay to feel down. It's absolutely okay to feel sad. You don't have to put up a front of happiness. You don't have to put up a fake wall of
yes.
fun. You can be
Preach.
real about your emotions. You can be honest with yourself, and you can be honest with those around you. You don't have to worry about burdening those around you with your sadness. You don't have to internalize it always. And number two, you have to...
Wait, can you even hear this? I just realized how low it is.
What it is that's causing your sadness. We've had a few speakers here at the Creator Summit. One of them was Eric Barker, who was... Anyways,
you get the point. I'm gonna show this. I'm going to give you the link to this, and because it has helped me in a sad time. And I think about it sometimes, and I go, oh, you know, everybody goes through it. Even the people that you think are doing amazing, the people you think like are on top of the world. We all go through it, and that's okay. Your challenge is a sun. Look at the bright side of things. That's not to say that you shouldn't be sad, as he said. It's okay to be down. It's all right. But sometimes we do have to look for the joys in our life. Your advice card from Spirit is the Eight of Swords. Don't isolate yourself. Don't take yourself away from people. This is that wall. This card means isolation, self-imposed restrictions, being in a cage. This is that wall that he was talking about building. And just know, I actually do see you focus, like laser locked in, like ADHD focus time on something that you really enjoy and are inspired by. And I think that's gonna help you so much. I'm really sorry things have been not fun. I really am. It's been difficult for a lot of us, including myself, but we're gonna get through it. I wanna get you one of these too. I'm sorry, I'm just giving you react content, but I felt like it was important. So let me let's pull one of these. What else does Spirit want you to know about the future? Oh, okay. We have, rebirth, letting go, shedding. We have creation, so that we have room and space to create. And like I said, it says completeness. And there was this energy that I was getting earlier where you're just really excited and locked in on something and you want to see it to completion. I'm also like, when was the last time you watched like a movie that really touched your heart? What's your favorite movie? What's your favorite movie? I'm actually being really serious because music, media, movies, all of that can really liven us up, right? It can touch our heart, touch our souls, and remind us, you know, why we're living in the first place. So that's what I see. I hope that helped you. I hope that made sense. Thank you so much. I'm gonna put the link to that video in, you know, you don't have to watch it. I know we watched some of it together, but if you feel so inclined, I'll put the link down there for you. And remember that you are never alone and you are loved. See you later. Diana! Hey! Thank you so much for getting a reading from me. I apologize that I didn't do it on stream, but as usual, I do hope it's worth the wait. Remember, you are psychic too, so use your own intuition. And you wrote, can I get a love reading and general? Yeah, of course you can. I don't know, whatever the cards give me, I'd be fine with. I just kind of want to know if I'm moving towards a good future and if the love of my life is near. Love your energy. Yes, of course. Let's see what we got. Let's see what Spirit wants you to know in general. What's going on there? What's happening there? Ooh, the Wheel of Fortune. We are in a time that is very important for our lore. Anytime we come up to the Wheel of Fortune, it's fated events, things unfolding in our favor. Even if it doesn't feel like it, even if things feel a little bit slow, things are starting to ramp up, energetically speaking. So you may have a lot of spiritual downloads if you're into that. You may have a lot of epiphany moments, inspiration hit you, and you do it. And then all of a sudden things start to really almost snowball and gain momentum and speed. And so that's what I see energetically happening for you. We have your focus being the Seven of Swords, misdirection, illusions, lies. So I will say this is definitely a negative card. So Spirit would tell me that, like I said, even if you don't feel like it, there is something that we're paying attention to that isn't necessarily meant for us. We know this. So this is an energy of it's siphoning your energy. It's, you know, taking away from an experience that you're meant for, but that's okay. Sometimes we have to go through this energy so we know what we prefer. Being here on Earth is experiencing the all, okay? So if there's suffering, there's being elated, right? Or being in bliss. If there is sadness, there is joy. And so I'm not trying to say that you're doing anything absolutely wrong. You know, I'm not trying to say that, oh no, your life is a mistake because you're coming up as the Wheel of Fortune. It's just there is something that I feel is really taking away from your sacred energy that Spirit is bringing up. Now, your future is the Queen of Cups, emotional healing and emotional wellness. So this is nice to see. If there's someone that you look up just like casually, and they make you feel like jealous, or they make you feel scared, or they make you feel worried or upset, I do see you taking a step back from that energy. And I've been getting this a lot for the collective, where we're realizing how we're hurting ourselves almost, you know, how we're the one doing the poisoning. And so just know I see you healing your own well. All right, and this is a long-term effect. So this is like something that you put down forever. And I know I had brought up like looking at somebody else, because sometimes this card can mean jealousy. It can mean like, oh, you know, well, how come they have what I don't have kind of energy. And so we all go through this, by the way. It's very common. But the Queen of Cups says that we're going to put it down. We're going to realize the worthiness of our own energy and filling up our cup full of love and having enough to share. So that's really nice to see. We also have your challenge being the Princess of Pentacles. Yeah, see, this is what I was seeing. It's almost like all these other people have this going on for them, or they have their partners, or how come not me, Spirit? How come not me, you know, universe, whatever it is you call it, you know, the energies that be. And I just kind of see you understanding that, wait a minute, I am the solution. I am the lock and the key. You know, I hold all of that, all of the answers inside of me. And there's like a motivation being invigorated inside of you. And I kind of see you sharing, you know, there's actually an energy here of there's a friend, either a friend in your life or someone that you know, just someone you care about, that they don't have to be younger. I feel like they are. They might come to you and ask for advice, and there's something about the advice that you give them that really helps you so much. It's like, wow, you know, I could use that too. Your advice card from Spirit is to be shiny, you know, not be afraid to be seen, to use your creative energy with confidence. What I love about the advice card for the Queen of Wands is she doesn't really care if people are watching, but because she's doing her thing, you know, being her best, people look at her and she doesn't mind. In fact, she's like, you know, that's not my intention, but it's very nice. Now, the reason I say it specifically in this reading, because she can be, in some readings, she is a performer, you know, in some readings, she is, you know, up on the stage. Look at me, everyone. But with the Queen of Cups energy here, it does seem like we're kind of channeling the best of both worlds of I'm very confident and very strong, but at the same time, I'm very warm and reflective and soft. And so I see you kind of going into the softness energy first, but I do kind of feel her energy creeping up on you after this. Okay, alrighty. Let's see what we got. What's going on with love for you, Diana? What's happening in love? Is there some... Yeah, you had asked specifically... a good future is if the love of your life is near. Let's see what the energy of the love of your life is. What does Spirit want you to know about the love of your life? Why am I singing Christmas music? The King of Swords. Okay. This is the Devil card. Ooh. All right, here's what Spirit wants you to know about the love of your life. Number one, they could be a Capricorn, but number two, I do think that they are going through their I feel that they are going through their lore moment. You know what I mean? Well, so the King of Swords is here, and this is about getting very serious about your future and having to use your intellect and your logic in order to pave a path for you forward. And it's also about like planning. And then we have the Devil card, and this is being in fear, but it's also an energy of ambition, okay? I know people see the Devil, it's Saturn energy, and Saturn is about discipline and routines. It's about, I'm willing to do the hard work, I'm willing to do the scary thing in order to make it happen. And so the Devil card is here. Notice how it's separation. I do feel at the moment there is some time before we are ready for something very deep in a soulful kind of romantic relationship way. So, you know, give it time, because I feel like they're going through their story arc, being ready to, you know, to being actually ready to be and that's something that's serious. And I do think there might be something happening around Christmas season, just because I started singing Christmas music, and Capricorns, their birthday is during Christmas season. I'm not even joking. You can look it up. But yeah, so there's something about kind of, I know it's so far away, you probably don't want to hear that, but we have two cards here about the future, you know, and planning and things kind of being far away. The King of Swords, planning for the future, and then the Seven of Pentacles, this is patience, this is hard work. You know, I feel that they are quite literally going through the fire right now so that they can be hardened into steel, and that's okay. We all have to experience this, and yeah, challenge. Look at that. I knew it. Oh my goodness. They might be going through their own heartbreak, their own sadness, but we have to feel these things in order to value our love and to value our time and value our relationships even. My dad always told me, whenever I'd go through a breakup, my dad would always say, you know what, Ron, that's probably the best thing you ever did for them because they lost someone great like you, and now they have to really get their shit together. And so that's kind of, I'm gonna be honest, that's what I think your partner's doing. Getting their shit together. Are they, you know, I want to go back to the Capricorn thing. Are they a Capricorn? I feel like, you don't have to believe me, by the way, you can think I'm insane, but I don't quite know if they are like a Capricorn sun, but I would not be surprised if they were a Capricorn moon. But the King of Swords, they could be an air sign. So Aquarius, Gemini, Libra. Those energies. The advice card is the Four of Pentacles. The Four of Pentacles to ground yourself. They need to focus on their structure. All right, start putting their pillars up, having a good foundation, and start valuing their energy more. So that's what I see. I hope that you like that, Diana. Thank you very, very much. Good luck with everything you are endeavoring, and remember that you are never alone and you are loved. Thank you so much. I really hope that was a good experience. I do. I'll see you later. Hi there, Mitri. Thank you so much for getting a reading from me. And I appreciate your patience. I really do hope it's workable. Hold on, let me make sure I put your timestamp in right. There we go. I just wanted to make sure that we had it in. Okay, you said, hello, can I get a love reading? I'm not desperate, but I do miss the feeling of being in love romantically. Yeah! What I really like to do for these, especially for single people, is I pull on the energy of their most likely relationship coming in, you know? Coming in next, the next relationship. So we can pull for that for you. And I'll kind of pull on the energy of when they show up, what's going on. Also remember, when it comes to the future, tarot is unreliable. You are the master of your own fate. So if you get a reading you don't like, you don't have to accept it. I personally think it's the most likely outcome, but not the guaranteed one. And it's just, you know, my own personal spiritual beliefs. You don't have to adopt them unless they resonate with you. Alright, let's see. What is our next relationship? What's the energy of that, Spirit? Thank you. Okay. Ooh, the Two of Swords. Ooh. Whee! Ah! Okay. Listen. Girl! Okay. Not Spirit trying to tell you to leave them alone. Alright, listen. Okay. There is a chance that you may catch feelings for somebody who is already in a relationship. And I say this because the Three of Cups is here, and this represents a third party, especially in a love reading next to the Nine of Wands, okay? Specifically the Nine of Wands and the Three of Cups in a love reading, not a good mix. Now, is this something I want to manifest for you? No. And so we say to readings like these, love readings like these, in the name of Jesus! But thou invested in me, I rebuke thee. So just be careful, you know, be very, very careful. Spirit's trying to tell you, like, hey, if you're interested in someone that isn't interested in you, or they have another boo, just focus on yourself. You know, remove yourself from that energy. You're better than that. So be careful. You know, be careful of that. All right. Not what I was expecting. Not on my bingo card. Not on my bingo card at all. Okay. And the reason why, so the challenge was the Two of Wands, and that's like, God, they're hot. Like, they're very attractive, they're very suave, and they might even flirt with you. But Mitri, listen, I'm telling you this because this could happen in the future, not because I think that you would fall for it. Because your advice was to, you know, don't do that. If they would flirt with you while they're in a relationship, they would flirt with other girls while you're dating them. So always remember that. Always remember that. Okay, let's see. Spirit, what can we do to avoid this energy? Spirit, tell us, how do we avoid this? Spirit, no! We've got the tower card. I don't know if you know anything. Girls, do not be distracted by hot things. Just because he's hot, just because he's fine and sexy, okay? That doesn't mean he's the one. All right, the fire might be there, the passion might be there, but not the commitment. We literally have the fuckboy card. All right, we got the King of Wands. You're gonna think he's the King of Wands. You're gonna think he's the shit. You're gonna think like, wow, he's so passionate. He's so suave. He's on fire, bro. Like, he's so artistic. He's different. Girl, sometimes different isn't a bad thing. We are boring men 2026. So anyways, the tower. So it's here to tell you, avoid this by clocking it when it comes in. All right, now you don't have to believe me, but goddamn, the tower and the King of Wands and the fuckboy card, I've never. All right, Spirit, let's see, what's Mitri's soulmate doing? If you believe in soulmates, it's okay if you don't. I do. I think I've already encountered one of my soulmates. Didn't turn out to be like a long-term thing, but the romance we did have was very beautiful, and now we're best friends. You know, sometimes people just realize as they get older that they want different things, and that's what happened to both of us. We still love each other. And so anyways, I like to tell people that because I think that they come in many forms, but obviously we want a long-term one. So let's see, what is Mitri's forever soulmate doing right now? What are they up to? What's going on with them? What's their energy? Easy, baby. Ooh, the Knight of Swords. The three going through a breakup. Yeah, oh my goodness! Not them going through a breakup. Oh my goodness, they too got burned. They too got burned by somebody beautiful. Hey, it happens. That's what they're up to. Thank you, Spirit. Let's see. And listen, they're actually a very honest, truthful, authentic, and clear person. And this is their glow up story, right? Like, we have to experience these things in order to grow. And so let's see how you meet them. How do you meet this person? Girl, I'm so sorry. I feel bad. I say Mitri. I don't even know if you're a girl. Here I am saying like boring men 2020. Whatever gender. Let's see what your soulmate is coming in as. I feel really silly. I don't even know. Girl, I don't even know if you're Hey, okay, listen, if you're a man, just because she's hot and she's very flirty and she says, save me, I'm in an awful relationship. Listen, not a good thing. Not a good thing. I mean, men do that too, but hold on, I hear something beeping. As you can see in the timestamps, I put, oh, you're not a girl. I don't know if you watched the whole thing, but let me translate to what we pulled earlier. So Spirit is saying through the cards, and I'm so sorry that I said girl and I said boring men. But what I meant was like stable. Like, I'm being silly, and I am sorry I kept saying girl, but really I actually do mean it. You know, those cards do mean like a third party situation, so be careful about, you know, someone who's trying to tell you like, oh, I don't love them anymore, please help me, please save me, you know, stuff like that. And you know, just be careful of situations and relationships like that. They might be very attractive, okay, they might tell you like you're their hero, you can save them, but you know, avert that. Avert that, because that's inviting chaos into your life. So as for like the soulmate situation, I do feel like whatever it is you're attracted to, I feel bad that I assumed. I'm so sorry. Just know that they are definitely going through their own hardships at the moment. They are also experiencing, you know, sadness, loneliness, healing, and heartbreak, and that's okay. And I just, yeah, that's what I see that they're going through. Let's see how you meet them, though. I'm so sorry. Oh my goodness. It's funny though, and I think it's really silly. I like to laugh at my mistakes. I'm just in a goofy mood. I'm just a goober. Let's see what... Yeah, how do we meet our forever person? Thank you, Spirit. Ooh, the 3 of Wands, definitely in the future. This also is doing something out of your comfort zone. You might live somewhere different as well. It's about an experience you've never had before. We also have the 7 of Wands. Yeah, this is safety, security, feeling safe, feeling seen, feeling like you know them before too. You know, the 7 of Wands can also, it's an energy of familiarity. We also have the 4 of Cups, feeling recentered. It's also an energy of like wanting to get more, excuse me, wanting to be more in depth, wanting to get deeper, wanting to dig into the relationship a bit more. Like, I can't get enough of you, I need more, like this wasn't enough, and wanting to see them again. So how do you meet them? Definitely in the future. So I'm talking months away, could be even years away. I know that's not fun to hear. Nobody wants to hear that. We also have the 7 of Wands, and it'll be in a time in your life where you feel very secure and you're definitely not looking. You know, we're definitely not looking. And when we are in their energy, it does awaken. There's also an energy of knowing, right? So the 4 of Cups in this deck specifically is about connecting to spirit, being in meditation. And so seeing the 4 of Cups, especially with I'm pulling on our soulmate energy, there's a I need to know more about you, you know, when can I see you again? They might even be you know, they might not even live where you live. It could be an online thing, I'll admit, and that could be why there's like a thirst for more. Like, I wish I could see you. 7 of Wands can sometimes mean a wall too. You might have to fight to really have this person be in your life more because there's distance, and that's okay. I'm not upset about it because it's something that we can overcome, you know, especially for something so special like a soul connection. Alrighty, that's what I see, Dimitri. I'm so sorry about the me just got being like, girl, I'm sorry, man, my man. my man. I hope that you like that, and you're actually my last for the night. So remember that you are never alone and you are loved. Thank you again. See you later. Bye bye.